Working with Tom has been one of the funnest things in my whole career. So involved in the sport of boxing, one of the smartest guys ever, and he gives it 125% every day, gives love to his fighters, gives you all of his time, all of his dedication. I can't think of a better trainer or a more dedicated person to the sport of boxing.
Today's video is the start of a series of how Mike Tyson used to use his head movement and footwork to cut the distance on his opponents, who were most of the time taller than him, and some of the things that he would do once he did cut the distance, certain angles and certain shifts he would use and certain side steps. So today we're going to go over a few of those moves that he did off of his head movement and his footwork, and each video I'm going to give you a variety of ways that he used that footwork and head movement and things that he did off of it. So when you get a chance, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment on the video. Let me know what you guys think, and let's get started. So before we get started, I just want to let you guys know I want to have clips during and at the end of the video for you guys to check out on some of the things that we're working on here today. So make sure you guys check those out and get that visual. So we're going to start off. If you watch all my other Mike Tyson videos, I talked about how he's a multi-stance fighter, which means he had the ability and he would always be switching from orthodox to southpaw in many of the moves that he would do. So today we're going to practice and we're going to do what he used to do in a neutral stance when he used to try to cut the distance and be aggressive with his head movement. And I got footage of him practicing that with his trainer, Kevin Rooney. So he would be in his peekaboo style stance, okay, which, like I said, he would be in a neutral stance for this one, okay? And he'd have his hands right underneath his eyes, so his hands would be on his cheekbones, okay? Now, from there, he would use that windshield wiper head movement. So now he's going to make forward progression with that head movement. So when he would move and start to move forward, he would take a step with it. Let's say you start going to the left. He's going to windshield wiper down. Shoulder trajectory is going to change. Left shoulder is going to be lower than the right shoulder. As well as hip turn, he is turning his hips counterclockwise, okay? Now when he's taking that step, he's going step left, step right. Okay? And the shoulder trajectory changes. And the hips turning. Now he's going to go to the right. Right, left. Hips turning clockwise. Carbon copy reverse. Then left, right. Right, left. Left, right. Right, left. Okay? Now, what he's doing there is when he's moving to the left, he can do two different things. And he would do a lot of different stuff. But he could take that left and then bring that right a little bit ahead of it. He would be actually leading that right foot ahead of the left a little bit. So he would almost be in the southpaw stance, and he could throw a hook. He could throw a hook it'd be a rear hook from a southpaw position. Or he'd go left, right, and he'd leave the left a little bit. So he's throwing it more from a lead position. Same thing going southpaw. See, he's going left, right. Now he's in a southpaw position. The right's a little bit ahead from the angle. It's just small little moves that he would make with his feet and shifts with his feet that would put him either in the orthodox or southpaw position. So right here he's throwing from a southpaw position. Sometimes he would move left and then right, and he would be in the right-handed position, and he could throw a rear hook. Okay, so his head movement being aggressive, he could use two different movements that he would do to be aggressive off that. Is that he would use windshield wiper movement and weaving movement, which I always say the letter U. You draw on the letter U, okay? So in other words, he's left, right, and then he could weave left, weave right, weave left, weave right. So if we're moving forward, just using the windshield wiper movement, we could, like I say, he's going to move left, right, right, left. Left, right, right, left. Left, right, right, left. And like I said, he could do either one, where he could take his left, bring his right in front of his left. So he's going to bring he's windshield wiper in the left, bringing his right in front of his left. Now he's in a southpaw position. Or he's going to move his left and move his right not as far up, which keeps him in an orthodox position. So he can do both things from both sides. So he's going to go, let's say we're just moving with that movement. We're going to go left, and then the right foot's coming up. Right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Okay? Now, the weave motion, it's the same footwork, but he's making a U. Left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Okay? So, and of course you can mix it up. So you can go here, but he could do this movement and turn it into, go right back to that. So he's mixing it up. He's mixing it up. He's going. See, using both movements, you could practice it like that. You're going, and then there, then back to this again. Then you could weave, and then you could always mix up your patterns when you're practicing, okay? So, like I said, when he's doing that movement, everything's a hip turn. When he's going to the left, it's a counterclockwise turn. When he's going to the right, it's a clockwise turn. Okay, whether he's using the windshield wiper movement or he's using the weave, it's the same hip turn, okay, and the same footwork. Footwork's that way, footwork's that way. When it's a weave, it's that way. Footwork is the same. It's a left-right step, okay? Now, a couple things that he would do off of that aggressiveness and cutting the distance is he would use certain shifts and stuff, and he could use his jab once he got in the distance to be able to get his jab where he was inside of the guy. He could use a jab, or he could, once he's in that range of using his jab, he could use his jab. So one of the things that he would do, he'd be slip, 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 and then he could jab. Okay, and then from there, he could move his head again and slip and take an angle, and he could turn southpaw and throw. He'd throw a right hook, or he'd throw like a 45. He did that in the one fight that I got a clip of that when he fought Mark Young when he was coming up. He was moving his head, and then he threw a jab. Mark Young anticipated it, that Mike was going to throw a right hand, so he kind of weaved. And then Mike slipped this way, and then he shifted, and he throws a 45, and he catches. And when he would switch like that, he would put himself in a southpaw position, and the other guy would be in a southpaw position as well, because his right foot is now closer to Tyson as well. Okay, and Mike is leading with his right, and he's throwing it. That angle is a southpaw position. Okay, so he would land that. He landed that 45, and he knocked that Mark Young out with that.
Knockout coming in round one of this heavyweight fight. There it was.
See, that was a quick uppercut that hit him right under the chin. People went, what? See, right there, right there. See, that was a quick uppercut that snapped the head back.
The other thing that he would do is, off of that windshield wiper movement, is he could slip this way, and instead of turning southpaw, he could go like windshield wiper this way and slip and stay right-handed and throw a straight right hand and back with a left hook. So if you see what I did right there, I'm slipping, 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 and stepping, slipping. Now, when I do this shift right here, my shoulder trajectory, my left shoulder's lower than my right shoulder. Now, what I'm going to do is I got my weight on my left hip. Now when I make that shift there, I'm going to change my shoulder trajectory and turn my hips clockwise and bring my weight back to my right hip. At the same time, I shift and pivot my feet. My left foot's going to slide up a little bit north, and this foot's is going to go to the west. So in other words, we're going northwest, north with the left foot, west with the right foot, and my hip turn is going clockwise. Okay, so here's what we're doing. See what I did? So I'm slipping, and here goes my hip turn clockwise, and watch my shoulder trajectory change. Left shoulder's going to drop. Right shoulder's going to drop, left shoulder's going to come up. Now I got my weight on my right hip to be able to throw a strong right hand and a left hook. When I'm making that other shift that I did, I threw the jab, I slipped here. Now what happened there is I'm going to take my waist clockwise as well and put it on my right hip, but I'm not going this way. I'm going this way. I'm angling this way. So now my toes are facing this way. So in other words, I jab, I slip. The opponent was actually, in that clip, Mark Young weaves underneath and he puts himself right here. Mike slips this way and he shifts this way. Now his feet are facing this way, so he's able to throw a hook from that angle from a southpaw position. The right foot is closer to his target, to his opponent. Okay, in this position here, the left foot is closer to the opponent and you're throwing a straight right hand and a left hook. So when you make that move that way, you're going here. Like I said, you're going to move this foot up. At the same time, this foot's going to go to the left and your waist is going to turn clockwise. And now the weight's here and you're heel toe to your opponent to throw a right hand and a left hook. So, like I said, that's that move. And the other move is you're slipping here and you're shifting. And when you shift, the shoulder trajectory changes as well. So I'm going here. Now, when I shift this way, now I can drop it, or I could have it even parallel while I'm throwing a straight hook, but he could drop it and throw, like I said, a 45. So he's changing the shoulder trajectory. He's slipping. Okay, now he's going to shift. Waist is going to turn. Now I'm throwing a 45. Okay, so that's two different things that he'd do off of that movement of, like I said, cutting the distance. He could get in, you know. So you're going here, jab, slip. There it is with that. The other one is okay. So there's a couple things for you guys to work on. Like I said, it's all about repetition and keep on working on it, keep on doing it. Watch the clips. I got the clips of him doing what he's doing. And just remember, like when you're making these moves, like when you make this move here and you go here and you shift here, you don't want to get your feet too far, this right foot too far behind. You want to still keep yourself where you're heel toe on that move, see? So you're going here. Now I'm there. I have a clear pathway to turn my right hip to throw that right hand right down the middle once I get that angle. So my opponent's here and I'm slipping and I'm shifting and now I'm able to throw a straight right hand right down the middle. That's what he's doing on that angle. The other angle, the guy's here and he's slipping and he's shifting this way, so he's throwing a hook. Here's his opponent. He's throwing a right hook because he's facing this way now and he's throwing a right hook from a southpaw position. Okay, so those are a couple things, like I said, that you can work on, and I'll be back with my next video. We'll go over a couple other things that he did as well off of the head movement in the next video too. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.